Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming in. I hope everybody is having a nice long weekend. If you're having one over the weekend, well, actually, on the 18th, we had Mars shift into Leo. That's a big shift in a lot of ways because it was in Cancer, which is a water sign. So you take a fiery, passionate, action taking planet like Mars and you put it in a water sign, it can be very emotionally turbulent. It can be actually kind of frustrating, especially because it spent 8 months in Cancer, where it usually only spends about 8 weeks. There was a lot of retrograding action taking place involving Leo and Cancer and Mars. Well, on the 18th, it moved into Leo, where it's going to stay until the 20th of July. It's a much more harmonious energy in Leo. Leo is a fire sign, but what's really interesting about this, to me anyway, is that it kind of ties in with the North and South Node and also Pluto. Let me explain. First of all, I'll start by saying that with this shift, as I record this actually, we have Mars in Leo, but we also have Pluto in its opposite sign of Aquarius. That becomes important in just a minute. But if we go back to last year, when was it now? In November, it was. Mars moved direct out of Cancer and into Leo for a brief time, only I think for about a month. And then it retrograded back into Cancer. But when it did so, Pluto itself had also moved forward into Aquarius. And then it dipped back into Capricorn the same time ish that Mars dipped back into Cancer. And so now we have Pluto in Aquarius and we have Mars in Leo. So that brief little flash of time at the end of last year was like a preview of what's to come. And why that's so interesting also to me is because the North and South Node next year in 2026, at the end of April, I think, they shift signs out of Pisces and Virgo and into Aquarius and Leo. I know I always talk about oppositions in astrology being one of my favorite parts of astrology, and it is. In particular, this axis. It's a very intriguing axis, the Leo Aquarius one, because they seem so polar opposite in many ways. But as a matter of fact, they're not. Upon closer inspection, you can see the shadow of one in the other. Now, it is all about leadership and the collective and standing apart and having a unique vision and ambition. It is the axis of fame and fortune. I always use the metaphor of Aquarius and Leo are like the couple at the party where the sexy, quiet stranger over in the corner is Aquarius energy, but everybody wants to know what they're thinking, what they're observing. It's, that kind of, they stand out by standing apart, if that makes sense. So that internalized magnetism of Leo energy. And also with Uranus, it's about creating vision for the collective and change. Now, Leo is more right in the center of the action. Leo stands apart by standing in the middle of. And Leo can do that all the while because internally there is that observational detachment of Aquarius. So even though it appears that Leo energy is all up front, think about the sun, right? It's all up front, it's energetic, it's in a place of leadership, but it is coming from that internalized place of Aquarius. Again, I hope that makes sense to you guys. But North and South Node next year. Now, next year is 2026. If we reduce that, this is what I always do, and add up the numbers, then you get the number 10, which in tarot is the Wheel of Fortune. That's destiny. That's when things move forward. All of this year, 2025, that's the number 9. That's Hermit energy. It is about going within and finding the man in the mirror, because that stepping into a place of leadership, be it in your own life or in the collective. I mean, the North and South Node affect all of us, of course. So we can extrapolate this out to the collective, but whether that's in your own life or in the world in general, that internal work being done right now in the year of the Hermit, while the North and South Node are in Virgo and Pisces, all about that perspective shift. going to be required because next year, let go or be dragged. The Wheel of Fortune is change time. It's destiny activating. And Leo and Aquarius play a very, very big role. So it's super interesting to me that right now, as I record this, we have the moon in Aquarius, but we have Mars in Leo and Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is very much a destiny activating planet. We all know this. We've been talking about the Pluto shift for a long time. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to do a quick all signs reading. I'm not going to go too deep on these because we all know my all signs. Okay, I don't know what's happening with the color here in the room. Is it the candle? I can see like the color shifting in and out, so I don't know what's going on, you guys. But anyway, I'll keep this brief because we know my all signs can be like 3 hours if I let that happen. I'm going to draw one card for each sign. Well, probably a little more because I brought along the talisman here. And I'm going to start with Aries. This is about what's changing for you next year, in a sense, because this is about a flash of that. It's a preview. From the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, which is Leo and Aquarius. They are the rebels. They create the change. Leo has the courage and that vision to take the action. And Aquarius is the change maker. Inner trust. Look at this. This always reminds me of the High Priestess, Aries. This is about cultivating that inner voice and obviously having the courage to follow what it's guiding you to do. This color shifting is driving me crazy. I'm going to blow out the candle. It might be that. We'll see what happens. No, I think it's still happening. Okay, I'm going to ignore it. We'll see what goes on. But anyways, Aries, this is about tapping into your own intuition and following your guidance. Let's get you a talisman. Inner trust. It's interesting the High Priestess is coming through. That's Pisces Major Arcana. And we do, like I said, that's what you're cultivating this year to prepare for when the wheel comes. Good luck. Wheel of Fortune. So whatever you're doing right now is leading you towards, the Wheel of Fortune is all about luck and timing. So follow where you're being led to go. Trust yourself, Aries. Okay, let's go to Taurus. I'm looking to see what that color thing is all about. Okay. Let's go to Taurus. The power of attraction. Oh, I love it, Taurus. It can be that you've done a lot of internal work because you understand now that what you feel, what you admit, you attract and create. And all of this year, maybe you're working on that energy within you, understanding that you indeed are the magician and you have some kind of vision of what you want to create. Okay. Let's go to the talisman. Destiny. Let go or be dragged. The Wheel of Fortune. Something's coming in that you've created. Looks like a partnership to me. Look at, there's two people each with one hand on that orb of energy. You both want to create this together. Beautiful. Happy birthday, my Taurus friends. We're right at the beginning of your birthday season. Okay, Gemini, from the Sacred Rebels. You ready to talk, huh? Wow. Be the hunter, not the hunted, okay? So this is about you learning to take command of your own life and your own destiny, not waiting for it to come to you. It does have that element of trusting your own wisdom too. Look at the owl. This is a mature owl, very wise eyes. So be the hunter, not the hunted. You could have recently or all through this year be learning how to defend yourself in some way. Interesting. Going after what you want. Okay. Gemini, from the talisman. Intuition, man, this energy is coming up big in the collective. And Pisces and Virgo in the North and South node. That's the wisdom of this owl. I'm really drawn to the eyes, both of the owl and right there. Let's do one more. The owl can also see in the dark, right? Intuition. Overcome fear. Be the hunter, not the hunted. A lot about following the intuition so far. And that's what I'm getting here for you, Gemini. All right. We will move on to Cancer. Cancer, Mars finally left your sign. I did put a reading up for your sign on the channel when that transition was happening. Okay. Sacred Rebels for Cancer, please. What do we have? Dream a beautiful dream. Well, that suits you. So all of this year in the Pisces Virgo axis is about cultivating that dream and your vision. Virgo is about making the visions of Pisces real and building it. Right now with North Node and Pisces, it is about cultivating the dream. Very beautiful. And it also looks like there's like a magical quality around that. Let me see. Luna, the moon, Cancer. Well, the moon is all about dreaming, but it is that space in you that you're very familiar with. The one that has no language, but you know how to speak it. It's deep inside. Dream a beautiful dream. You could actually be having a lot of dreams and prophetic visions about your future. Next year, the Wheel of Fortune. Cancer. Navigation. Well, that's what I'm saying. You know how. And it is, and I got that magical quality right there too. So I would say that whatever is being revealed to you in your dreams, you're actually manifesting right now. I love that. On the bottom, I see courage. There's that Leo energy. Okay. Because yeah, next year it's going to be time to step into this, whatever that is for you. All right. Speaking of Leo, how are you guys, Leo? Let's see what's going on for you this year in terms of that destiny activation. Well, how you is this? Look at the sunflower, Leo. Focus on the light. Focus on the seeds of possibility. Because this kind of has that Cancerian element of dream a beautiful dream as well. But those seeds of possibility, because next year is when that happens. And this can be about remembering how to do that. I mean, Leo, sometimes what I said, right? Sometimes when Leo is in a upset or wounded or isolatory state, the sun goes pretty dark. Remember the possibilities within you. You're one of the most creative signs in the zodiac. So this is about creating. Okay. I like how she's cupping the light in her palms, right? It's up to her what these seeds yield. That's magic energy. We have concealment. Interesting. Okay. What's going on, Leo? What's being concealed here? Luna, you get it too. I put it back in the middle of the deck. It's the moon. We do have a new moon in Taurus coming up very soon. And then we have resilience. Well, that's you through and through, Leo. I don't know what this concealment is or what's being hidden. It could be you. You could be hiding your light right now for some reason. I mean, Luna, that's the moon, right? It's what you don't see. Okay. Leo, I think I'll do a reading for you guys soon. No, I don't think I will. I can feel it. You need one. All right. Let's go to Virgo. All right, Virgo. Oh, whoa. Focus on the light. It was in the middle of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo. I'm going to put it back in though. You are this. Oh, and I even put it in backwards. You are the sign right after Leo, obviously. That's interesting. All right, Virgo. Some of you could be on that cusp. I can't. You saw me put it back in the middle. We'll keep it out. I'm going to get you two, Virgo, focus on the light. Wow, you could be dealing with a Leo. Free from judgment, free to love. Concealment. What is the judgment situation around this? I mean, in this card, that character is green, right? It looks like there's differences maybe between the two of you that people could judge in some way. Sometimes the green, yeah. Focus on the light and free from judgment. Bring it into form. Virgo, that's your energy. Let's get you a talisman, man. Do I ever want to draw tarot? But that's why my all signs end up so long. Learn the truth. Okay, Virgo, let's see. Focus on the light. And then change. There's that Aquarius energy. There's Uranus at play. Let's do one more. I mean, that could be self-judgment. I don't know. And then we have good fortune and good luck. So wherever this is heading, it's very, very beautiful. I don't know what this free from judgment is for you, but something here. Learn the truth. And focus on the light. Okay. Libra. Let me give these one big shuffle. These cards are massive. Thankfully, so are my hands. Okay. Libra. Come to life. Oh, that's amazing. This is reinvention time. She's self-reinventing. Look, she's painting herself back to life, leaving behind the black and white world. So all through this year, getting ready for next year, this is you awakening to a new self of your own creation. Let's get you one more. Whoa, no. Let's get you one more. Libra. Oh, okay. Focus on the light. Man, this is happening for a lot of people, I guess. All right. Seeds of possibility. Let's get you some talisman. What are the numbers here? 43 and 37, Libra. What are the talisman for Libra? The moon, Luna. And then let go. Okay. One more. And eternal charisma. And happiness on the bottom of the deck, coming back to life. Not sure what you had to let go of or what you're still in the process of letting go of, Libra. But this is strong reinvention energy here, big time. It's like you had a major wake-up call at some point in time recently. And this is you reinventing. I don't, again, know what you're letting go of, but something that is important for you too. And then eternal charisma and happiness. Focus on the light. Yeah, reinvention. There's even this butterfly here with eternal charisma signifying transformation and coming back to life, right? Interesting, Libra. Okay. Let's just cut this up a bit. All right. Speaking of reinvention, Scorpio. Death and rebirth. Scorpio, I've been seeing your energy in all of the general and a lot of my private readings too. It's a lot of Scorpio energy around. Follow your own rhythm. Oh, I love this. It's like she's following the rhythm of the wind. Her eyes are closed. She's feeling her way through. That's where your rhythm comes from, Scorpio. You know what you know because you know what you feel. And nobody can tell you otherwise. Look at her. She's at one with her own flow. So this is all about following your own rhythm. What's super interesting to me, Scorpio, is that this is number 5 in this deck. No tie into tarot directly, but number 5 in the major arcana is the Hierophant, your opposite sign of Taurus. And the Hierophant is all about belief systems and what we believe. I color for my camera. It's been so weird. Okay. Anyway, with the Pisces and Virgo energy in the North and South Node, it is about locating your rhythm. And then the power of attraction. That's why you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have strong Taurus energy here because they got that card too. And you have the card signifying the Hierophant here. Okay. Which is about commitment. But again, I said with this power of attraction, both of their hands are on that ball of chi, creating the world they want together. Scorpio. Are you who got this? Was it Taurus? But look, yeah, I think it might have been Destiny. Oh, that's amazing. The power of attraction and then equilibrium, opposite signs. Ooh, and happiness is on the bottom. Nice, Scorpio. That's amazing. Okay, Saggy. What's up, Sagittarius? Your ruling planet is about to leave your opposite sign, which I think is actually a very good thing. What's going on for Sag? What is already with you? Look at the butterflies. We see all the transformational energy in the collective, but everything you have cultivated this year, you don't need to push further than that. You've already created a lot in terms of your, whatever this is for you. It could be about your creativity, but in terms of what you want for the future. Wheel of Fortune next year is your ruler. What is already with you is your gifts. Let's get you on more. Yeah, oh, look at this. Pandora's gift. Now, there can be a little bit of nervousness around this Pandora's gift energy. It can be like a fear of what might get unleashed within you. Not usually your style, though, Saggy. Okay. But yeah, it can be a little bit about that. All right, let's get you, because she's holding up a mask to the light that's emanating from her heart chakra. So there's a little bit of like a protection. Okay. See my problem, you guys? I always want to go further from the talisman. Sag. Cast away negativity. See, what is that? Is there about, like, what is it, a self-doubt? Or are you worried? I'm not sure. Worried you need more or something? Okay. Sag. And intuition. And then on the bottom, I see defense. That's Scorpio energy. So yeah, there is some kind of defensiveness here. Like I said, the mask to the heart chakra. Interesting, Sag. Okay. Let's go to Capricorn. How are you, Cappy? I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, let's see. For Capricorn. Softly, softly, the tender touch. This to me often has reinvention type energy to it. But it also tells me that something is being implied, but it's not obvious. Let's get another one. But I say reinvention because it's gently approaching something here. Let me see. Being careful with yourself. Yeah, look at this. What do you feel? Now, in this card, she's comparing apples to oranges and then looking at the universe for guidance. You could be at a crossroads in your life. But remember, I said there's something implicit. There's something below the surface or spoken softly. In other words, it's not obvious. And then we have comparing apples to oranges, which is interesting here. On the bottom, I happen to see every journey starts with a single step. And maybe that's why the softly, softly, like I do. I think you're being quite careful about whatever it is that you're approaching next in your life. Got that crossroads here too. Apples and oranges. Okay. What do you feel? Yeah, could be about having to follow your intuition. Let me see. Capricorn. Seriously, you get destiny too. We are talking about the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not surprised how much it's coming out. And then we have finding love. Seahorses. Seahorses mate for life. That's amazing. Let's get one more. What do you feel? And success, always a good card for Capricorn to get. Okay, finding love and destiny. I mean, that is definitely success. Softly, softly, something implied. And having to follow your intuition every journey. Okay. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius, you're the star of the show in many ways with Pluto in your sign. We're in the age of Aquarius. Next year, the North Node is in your sign. What's going on, Aquarius? Receiving an inspiration. Oh, I love it. Look at all of the butterflies again coming out of her crown there. That's amazing. We have so much transformation in the collective right now. But receiving inspiration, I mean, that's pretty straight up. There could be somebody around you or a situation where this is the case. It's like somebody or an energy that's inspiring your more creative side. That's beautiful. Aquarius, you're all about look at all the colors here, right? You're all about, yeah, we're all different. And that's what makes us all the same. That's pretty interesting. But okay. So receiving some kind of inspiration. And it does have to do with change. Pandora's gift. Interesting. Okay. Receiving is about getting messages from the universe. But in this case, I feel like it could be somebody around you or a situation that's inspiring you. Let me see. Eternal charisma. Who got it? Somebody had this, right? Was it Scorpio? I don't remember. But eternal charisma, it senses coming back to life, transformation again. Something reawakening in you, this inspired feeling. Let me see. Scorpio energy with defense. Eternal charisma and defense, okay. Intuition and passion. Well, there's the receiving, right? Now, passion and creativity are more or less the same thing. To me, they are. And your opposite sign, being Leo, is all about passion. This receiving, she has her eyes closed and she's drinking out of that energy cup. It's like, again, she's getting some kind of spiritual energy there. Let me get one more for you. Something you're going to be very passionate about. And then we have the grounding energy, taking shape, putting form to something. Staying grounded. But I'm not going to. I cannot. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful to you, Aquarius. I don't know what this receiving and this was literally receiving inspiration, whatever that is for you. Okay. Let's go to Pisces. How you doing, Pisces? Big, huge, huge year for Pisces. Not just the North Node, so much else. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. Isn't that you, Pisces? It's not about what you can see and quantify and understand. It's about what you feel, what you intuit. And there are feelings here beyond the mind. Something's going on. that can't be understood. There's even fish here. Okay, Pisces. We have shock of the new. Interesting. Look at that Leo energy coming through. So that could be pointing towards next year. I say Leo energy because there's sunflowers up there. It can be beyond the mind, the heart beats, and shock of the new. What's on the bottom? Spirals of manifestation. Okay, let me get you a talisman. I want to see if that helps. But yeah, this looks like a whole new circumstance for you. Okay. Pisces. Success. Okay. Well, that's nice to see. And then we have let go on your side too. Cancer energy. Okay. Confidence. Interesting. Leo energy is all about confidence, and we have Mars and Leo here. It can be about following your heart, absolutely. And it's like maybe your mind doesn't understand the situation because it's something that's very unfamiliar to you. Passed away negativity for you as well. And then there's finding love on the bottom of the deck, which I do love for you, Pisces. Interesting. Yeah, shock of the new is what's standing out to me for you. Okay. Now, let me draw two for the collective. For Mars and Leo. Well, are we surprised that focus on the light? And then we get restore and replenish. Well, not only is Pisces and Virgo the axis of sacred service, it is the axis of healing. We talked about going within and finding the light in you. I mean, yes, a lot is changing this year, astrologically and in the collective, with the Hermit energy and the Hanged Man energy in the North and South Node. That's Virgo and Pisces. And this is very much that kind of process. And allowing yourself to kind of replenish from everything that's been done. A lot's being revealed on a personal level, on a collective level, all throughout this year. It is the facing of a lot of things from the past that are kind of painful. There's a reason why. And next year, when the North and South Node move into Leo and Aquarius, the year of the Wheel of Fortune, this becomes very, very important. Let's get an astrology card and we'll leave it there. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Look how short I kept it. I do not, yeah, okay. Look, Aquarius. Wow. What's on the bottom? We have Libra energy. Isn't that interesting? Because last year, we also had a full moon in Libra, but South Node in Libra last year. Let's do one more. And communication. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 5th house. That's Leo's house. Passion, creativity, courage, pleasure, joy. And we have a lot of communication here as well. Okay. All right, my friends, that's what I have for you. I hope everybody is enjoying the holiday. I love you guys very much. I'll see you soon, my friends. Namaste.